kind of see behind the curtain, and you realize like there are a lot of people that are just plugged in and they're okay with that. And it's not my duty or role to try to get them, persuade them, or tell them that there's this other thing. Not at all. But if someone's like, hey, I see what you do. Can you tell me about? It's like, absolutely. I'm happy to discuss whatever. And it's only, I'm sharing what I'm doing. That's it. I'm not telling you what to do. I share what I have. And if there's some value in that, great. If not, no problem. I'm definitely not one to hear, like I say this gently and delicately, but I grew up in a military family. So my dad was 4th Recon Marine. There's other guys that train Navy SEALs, and my brother is now a colonel in the Marines. So I have that thing.
Hierarchical, like that's not solos. You don't go solo in that world.
No.
Yeah.
The creativity and thinking outside the box. But recognizing like there are people that are plugged in and that they find their purpose in that, and that's great. But there are also people that are like, hey, I'm curious, what's it like over there? And I'm happy to say, look, I build this thing. This is how it works for me. It might work for you, but you won't know until you try, really. But oftentimes people are just, I don't know, man. I got to be honest. Like there are a lot of different things, the culturescape and expectations, and parents and colleagues are all kind of say, hey, what are you doing? Get back in line. Get back in line.
That's right.
Like,
get back in.
No. I got this. I got that. No. You should. It's like, wait a second. It's my life. Remember this. I'm like, no, I want what's best for you. Like, well, what's best for me is this. Well, that is constant. I got a quick kind of shout out to my wife who built a yoga studio, which was awesome. She was international relations. She did the corporate stuff, nonprofit. And then she's like, no, I love helping people be healthy and start a yoga business. And her parents were just not, they're like, no, you should be corporate. And she's like, no, I'm doing this. And I watched that friction, and I watched it myself. My mom was a teacher. My dad was corporate America. I'm like, I want to be able to do my own thing. And they're like, no, you should. I'm like, wait, it's really hard. And I know people listening, and you and I talk about this all the time. It's hard because we're so, I don't want to say we're so few, but we need to help each other out. We need to support each other because, we get how challenging it is. And I say this often too. It's not like, especially like my folks, they do want what's best. It's just, they don't know what it's like to be doing this stuff on my own, and they're like, no, you should. I'm like, I get it. And let me talk. And they're like, okay, let me learn more. And that's great. But I recognize it is a persistent challenge. So, yeah.